Now scream queen with a million smiles. Catching all the love from around the world. Whoa. Hey Shelly, won't you shine your light? Shine your light in the darkest times. You make it bright, Life's dream dreams, we're all by your side, But do what you do, girl, you're one of a kind, Shelly, Shelly, you're our life's dream star. Keep rocking the show, no matter where you are.
Hey, Shelly from the block. Jersey girl with a mouth that won't stop, no. Sassy, and I'm not afraid to show it. Gonna spill the tea, you better be ready for it. I speak my mind, no filter inside. Shelly's in the house, talking trash and truth. No sugar-coated blues. Never heat, and get out the way. Jersey girl with something to say. Shelly's in the house, time to break the rules. From coast to the city, I'm the queen of cool. You can handle the heat, then take the high. Shelly's in the house, drop the mic.
Hey, Shelly in the house tonight. Living it up, feeling so right. Yeah. New Jersey girl, she's got that style. Life dream queen with a million smiles. And she know the love from around the world. Hey Shelly, won't you shine your light? It's time to make it right. Life's dream dreams, we're the wayside. You're one of a kind. Shelly, Shelly, you're a life's dream star. Keep rocking the show no matter where you are. Yeah.
Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. It is 2:43 p.m. coming to you in beautiful 55-degree weather from South Central Pennsylvania. I'm just going to keep saying it like that. It is March 4th, 2025. I hope you all are doing well. I am Shelly, your mouthy mama at Talking Trash and Truths, and this is Coffee and Chaos with T3. That's me. It's also me with no coffee. Damn it. Anyway, let's see. I decided to do a little pop-up. I had a lot of stuff to do today, and I've been waiting on Social Security to make their little phone call since 10 o'clock this morning. And they finally called, and I was like, I miss my people. So I wanted to come talk to whoever showed up. So let's see who showed up. We got T-Rex. Hey, good afternoon. Shelly, my friend. How are you doing today? I'm doing better now that I talked to that Social Security lady. That was funny. I'll let you know how that went. Cool Gamer. Hi, honey. How are you? T-Rex said, I can't believe I've beat Heidi and Wolfram to the stream for once. You sure did. Look at you. Somebody give him a cookie. And Zach without a K. Hi, honey. He said, I'm not here. I'm glad you're not here. Welcome when you're not here. You're very welcome when you're not. No, I'm kidding. Castro. He says, sup, savages, holding down the Rumble side. Zach Shelly without the second E. Shelly without a second clue. Oh, today I woke up feeling very blonde. Lord. Like natural blonde. Like, T-Rex said, lucky you, 55 degrees. It's 46, cloudy, rainy, and windy here in northern Illinois. Oh, no. Where I'm at, it's beautiful. The sun is out. Unfortunately, the trees are, they really don't take long to bud at all, do they? Because there's little green buds like just popping up. I'm like, what, day 2 without snow and you get like hyper? Relax. Because it could happen at any time. Supposedly we're getting a nice little heat wave for the next 2 weeks. Heat wave in winter, of course. So it's like high of 60, I think it's supposed to get. Connor and I currently have the house to ourselves. Yay! Everybody went out. It's like, oh, thanks for asking. But, it is what it is. But no, it's beautiful outside today. The cats all have their sunbeams. They picked one each. so they're happy. But today's been a weird day, guys. It's been a really weird day. I just wanted to touch base, say hi, see what you all were up to, see how your weekends were. I will be doing a show tomorrow to replace the one that I missed today because of Social Security. And it'll be about generosity and appreciation, but it's not what you think. It's not how to be generous, it's how to be generous and appreciative correctly. Like, there are things that people do, and they take and they take and they take, and you give because you're told if you give, you're a good person. But when does it stop being you being a good person and you being a friggin' doormat for somebody? So we're gonna delve into that because there's a lot I have to say on it. There's ways that I watched a video. It was like an 8-minute video that led to like an 8-page script that I worked on for like 2 hours because I couldn't get the thoughts out of my head. Because it showed me some perspectives that I knew them, but I really wasn't willing to see them and apply them. And they a lot of them landed, and I'm hoping that they help you guys because sometimes when you don't help people, you're helping them more than if you just did everything for them. So we're going to get into that, and I'm bringing, my own perspective. I'm looking for other people's perspectives, and I'm also bringing a religious aspect to it because there are many things that I didn't think of in the way of spirituality and helping people, that they seem counter, but they really make sense when you say it out loud. So hopefully, it'll be a good stream. We'll get into it and we could do a little good. And we got Heidi. Heidi, ho. How you doing, Heidi, ho? Zach said, I just made a pot of fresh ground coffee. Well, since you can't share, that was just mean. That was just mean. But anyway, that's all right. I expect a little, roughness from you. That's all right. I like it rough. It's fine. Castro, I beat Heidi too. He beat Heidi to the stream, YouTube, before you go getting all, oh, he beat somebody. No. Although I'm going to tell you guys, from the streams that I have been watching lately, because I've had like bad migraines and everything the last couple days. So I've just been watching like mindless streams. And when I tell you that there are people out there that make me feel positively mentally stable, good God. Yeah, no, I feel like I could run the asylum at this point. Zach said, Heidi, you're late. What kind of mod are you? T-Rex had to do your job. Ugh. You leave my Heidi girl alone. She does an amazing job. I'm very thankful for her and for Wolfram, for all my mods. That's one thing. You guys always chip in. You never fight over stuff. There's no, just ban people just because you don't like them. I don't like doing that. I only ban the people that are, assholes. Not to me, but if they're assholes like to each of you, I could take anything. Like if I have trolls, bring it. Like I just say, oh, thank you for that. I love being nice to trolls because they don't know what to do with it. They're just like, what? I'm like, oh, you're so sweet. You had childhood issues, didn't you? Why don't you stay? We'll heal you. It's fine. You'll learn here. They're like, they don't know what to do. They're like, why isn't she slapping back or something? Because you're not worth my clapbacks. I'm just saying, like, I save my clapbacks for my friends. The way God intended. I mean, if I'm not ragging on you, are we really friends? I mean, really. T-Rex said the snow proposes have not bloomed. Really? Your typos lately have become like legend. I don't get it. The snow proposes have not bloomed, and there's always more snow, even if it's just a dusting after the snow crocus is blue. You blew a snow crocus? That sounds personal. Heidi said, my housing and doggy duties. There you go. Snow crocus. There you go. Vice baby. Hello, how are you? Is this the Shell? We were both streaming together. What the hell would that look like? For the love of God. And what if I'm the good one? Could you imagine? I mean, let's face it, according to every clairvoyant I've ever met, she's hyper aggressive. Like she's the one with the attitude problem. I'm the nice one. But luckily we mix. So meh. You get what you get, you don't get upset. And if you don't like it, fuck off. There you go. Like that's the end of that. But no, I'm glad you're here, Vice Vice. Vicey Vice. I gotta come up with another nickname for you. I usually give everybody a nickname. Like Zach is always gonna be Zach without a K. I got my Heidi Ho. I got my wolf from just house. He's my wolfie. So I just like giving nicknames. I got Snipperoonie last night. We got Marky Mark. Like I love giving people nicknames. You know why? Because I suck at remembering regular names. If I don't make it special, it don't stick in my noggin. Genghis Khan. I don't know what that says. Was it supposed to say Genghis Khan? Because that's like 18 letters long. What's wrong with you? Like, what language is that? Which is, weird, but leg, just hello. I'm back. I got kicked from my own damn show. Uh, the internet in this house, I don't know what they did. I think I gotta check the wires because my mother's husband just he shoves things into the corner where the router is and he doesn't care because what else? What else is new? So I'm back. Sorry about that. Now I gotta go all the way back. Here we go. So Vice Vice Baby said, hope everybody's staying awesome. I mean, what else we gonna do? Gotta be awesome, man. Gotta be awesome. T Rex said, can we also talk about being too generous and people taking advantage when they do that? I might know somebody like that. Certainly not me. Certainly not. I s- did you not listen? I said sometimes you could be too generous. You go from being a generous person to a doormat. So yes, and there are people out there we're going to discuss like people who take advantage of other people's generosity and they knowingly take advantage and they just don't care. Then there are people who can't get out of their own way, and sometimes you just got to let them make mistakes. Uh, T-Rex, okay, it's me. Yeah, we know it's you. We know. Zach said, is this another estrogen stream? Gay. No, it's not an estrogen. This is just for shits and giggles. All I did was, go live to say hi because I felt bad that I had to postpone the show today till tomorrow. You know what it's like when any governmental agency has to contact you, they give you a window of time where they may call. Not an appointment. Now, if you want to go see them, you get an appointment to the, minute and then they make you wait 3-4 hours anyway in the waiting room. But when they call you at home, they say, we're going to call you between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Oh, 6 hours. I'm just going to sit around. You can't take, a shower. You got to take a shower before that. You can't like get involved in cooking anything because the minute you're in the middle of making a meal, they're going to call and everything's going to go to shit. So you're basically just like in limbo for 6 hours, like do, 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 do. So I was watching some streams, playing some card games with my daughter, and I started reading this a book that I bought, an actual book that I can hold and read, which is nice. I haven't done that in so long. The book that I bought is the complete um, Old Testament with the Dead Sea Scrolls, with the all the Apocrypha and everything. And I'm waiting on the Ethiopian Bible because I'm so interested in what's different. Like, what did they say? And I really got into like the stories, like the Book of Enoch, with the whole. I mean, it makes a lot more sense why there was a flood if you read the Book of Enoch. Now, it's not accepted as, like scripture, I guess you could say. But I mean, there were books that were left out. And there were so many different, like I've been Catholic my whole life. I didn't know that the Catholics had a different Bible, that we had more books in our Bibles than regular Christians. I didn't know that. That took me completely by surprise. I was like, but why do we have more? Well, because according to Christianity, you can go to heaven just for repenting your sins directly to the Lord. It is an intention of being repentant, and it's a feeling for Christians. For Catholics, wanting it and feeling it just aren't enough. No, you have to live it. You have to do the sacraments. You have to do the works. You have to, like really like they're good at getting extra out of you. You got to go to the church. You have to be an active member in the church. And I was like, well, then I guess I'm not going to be Catholic because I don't go to Catholic churches, because all they want is my money and to make me feel bad. And if I want somebody to make me feel bad, I'll just have a conversation with my mother. So like, I don't really need to go to a priest and say, hey, make me feel even more shitty about my life, because I did these couple bad things. I did all these good things, which I know you're not going to focus on or even mention because that's expected, right? But see, these like two little three, bad things that I did that I'm ashamed of, you're going to make me feel 10 times more guilty and tell me I'm going to hell for them. So thanks for that. Yeah, no, I don't feel the need to go to church. I don't. If I want to feel bad, other than talking to my mother, I could do it myself. I have no problem with self-flagellation. Like, I do it all the time. Anyway, so yeah, that's the book that I'm reading right now, and I'm waiting on the other one. It's very interesting. It is very interesting. I'm not reading them for, to be converted or whatever. I'm just reading them because I just like knowing about different things. Lately, I've been learning about like Taoism and Buddhism and like, all that, like the Shinto, like all that stuff. So I enjoy seeing things from other people's perspectives. It helps me to get out of my own head and to, not become victim to the lessons that were drilled into me since I was little. Because if me turning away from being a liberal taught me anything, is that there's a whole world of perspectives out there. And I only had like one or two. And that limited me as a person. It made me feel like I was more narrow-minded than I thought I was. And I can be very narrow-minded. I am very set in my ways. But it also showed me that there are truths out there that I just didn't know about. And I don't like believing something that's not true. So the more I know, the more I can see, the more perspectives I get, the better the puzzle looks to me, the more it makes sense. T-Rex, wait, banning people just because we don't like them as an option was an option this whole time? No, you don't get to ban anybody on my channel, because if you ban somebody, I ban you. Last, hi everyone. I'm 10 minutes behind. That's all right. I was behind too. You're 5 minutes behind. Let's see, how far behind am I? 10 minutes. Not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, good. They issued me a refund. I ordered tomato sauce. I ordered Spanish tomato sauce from Amazon. Now, I ordered 12 small cans. They sent me 2 cases of extremely large cans. So I wound up with 24 cans, but one of them, of course, busted open. So there was tomato sauce fucking everywhere. It looked like, I swear to God, like my son picked up the box and was like, "What is in here?" I was like, "What?" He goes, "It's dripping red stuff." I was like, "I didn't order any body parts, but you never know." I was like, I don't know. Like, I know some psychos in my life. I would not be surprised to open a box and there's like a dead bunny or something inside. So I was like, oh, because the box looked way too big to be the tomato sauce that I ordered. And I opened it, and sure enough, it was tomato sauce, twice as much, twice as many cans and 3 times the size that they were supposed to be. But that shit was everywhere. And it was leaking out of the corner. So, like, we had a little panic moment this morning. Hence, no coffee, because that took up like 2 hours of my time to clean all that up. But yeah, I don't recommend um, getting tomato sauce sent to you in the mail because they bust open apparently, and then you spend the morning thinking that you have a dead body in a box. So, FYI, FBI, there was no dead body. It was just tomato sauce. Calm your tits. Uh, so, welcome, lady. I just figured I'd hop in, tell you how my morning went, how my whole day went, because it's just been one fuck storm after another. I said check you out twice, autofill like you as much as I do. Wait, what? All right, you're talking to last. Notification was late, and dog goes, no, I literally went live 2 minutes after I created the thing because I was like, do I? Don't I? Yeah, go ahead. I was like, you're only gonna go for like an hour or so. Just go in, say hi, shoot the shit for a little bit. Yeah, same for assistant. There you go. T-Rex said, I found this really good version of the Bible. It's called the y'all version because Greek and Hebrew have different words for the singular you and the plural you. English does not. So this version, the y'all version, replaces the plural view with the word y'all, and it helps the Bible make sense. It's available on the free Bible app. Send me the name of that app so I don't download the wrong one because I'd like to see that. Hi, cool gamer. How are you, sweetie? I'm looking for the Take Your Swang Bible version. That would be hilarious. Can you imagine? Bible for rednecks. Oh my goodness. That would be great. It'd be a pamphlet. They just really just simple it down to just be good, y'all, or you're going to hell. And like the South is hot enough. Like that's it. Suzanne, good bloody morning, Tootsie. Hello to my favorite Kanuki. How are you? How you doing, Suzanne? I didn't miss anything, right? The more you know, lady says. Yep, I like to know a lot of stuff. I don't like it when my mind goes idle because then I start forgetting stuff. I'd rather feed it information um, all the time. I tell Win that all the time. I'm like, don't go quiet because I'll go to sleep because my brain just shuts down when everything's quiet. Like I need feedback. Like I need data. Talk to me about just mention something. And I'll just talk about it for like the next 4 hours. He's like, all right. Don't pray for him. RB, hey babe. Hello, friends. Hope everyone is doing well. Yes, everything is doing very well, very well. A fuck storm. Is that what they called one of the what those OnlyFans chicks doing 100 dudes did? No, that was just gross, is what that was. Ugh. And the thing is, like she said, she went and said she was pregnant. She wasn't pregnant. Her friend is having a baby, so she needed stuff. So she said she was pregnant to raise money to give to her friend. I was like, yeah, it's nice to give to your friend, but you're literally like fleecing people out of money because they think that you're pregnant and you're not. Like she did it for like one day. I was like, part of me was like, all right, what were you going to raise in one day? But this bitch also lined up 1,000 dudes to, have accidentally fall into her, for a whole day. So I'm pretty sure she can get a nice chunk of change for this lady. And I'm sure she took her cut. But I can't. I can't. It's so gross. I thought my body count was high, and then I'm like hearing all these people. I'm like, wow, I'm practically a virgin. Holy crap! Like if it wasn't for those 2 kids, man, I could have played that shit off. Damn it. They're like, no, I would never. Oh my God, I'm such a good girl. Sure am. I'm a good woman. Good girl, that's a different thing. T Rex said there's this song by Bo Berman from God's Perspective. And the first line is the books you think I wrote are way to who needs a metaphor to figure out you shouldn't be a dick. Okay. I'm sure there's a word that you're missing in there, but it's all right. Doo-doo-doo. Now it's going to go to Zach's brain. I mean, that's all right. He'll be okay. I don't see Wolfram. No, this was a sudden stream. I just wanted to pop in and say hi because like I said, I had appointments today. And then they finally called. So nah, she just said she was preggers because she wanted clout and got called out. I wanted to give money to my friend. Was it cope? You think so? I mean, it could be, but I mean, it could also be she owed somebody a favor and said, all right, just let me get you a couple bucks, and then did that. I mean, opportunity. When opportunity knocks, sometimes you answer. Hey, Andrea, we got our Aussie in the house. How you doing, girl? What's up? Zach said, see how mean Heidi is to me, and y'all think she's a sweetheart. I mean, here's the thing. If she's mean to you, what'd you do? That's my question. Because she tends to give out the energy she gets. So if you're being an ass, which heaven forbid Zach be a wise ass, then she's gonna give it right back to you. Thomas, hello. Sounded like for a second like you were talking about the Gen Z Playboy house full of OnlyFans chicks. These OnlyFans, that was like the worst thing that they ever did. But it's like whatever. I guess they need a place to do whatever. It's funny because they went from all, prawn is free and now you're going to pay literally out the ass to watch some chick just lie to you for like hours. They watched them sleep. They watched them like do their chores. And I'm like, bro, you're spending so much money to watch a hot girl do, and some of them aren't even hot. They're just there to do like domestic stuff. Why don't you go out and just find a hot wife? Because you're going to pay either way. At least with the hot wife, she's the one that's getting jiggy with it with you. You're not going to get carpal tunnel from being with her. Like you might work yourself to death, but carpal tunnel no, and you won't need a fleshlight. Libby, hi honey, how are you? How's that gorgeous wife of yours? She's so sweet. You guys are so great. T-Rex, the books you think I wrote our way to I can't with the voice to text. Your phone hates you. I wrote our way to fix who needs 1,000 metaphors to figure out you shouldn't be a dick. I mean, I don't need 1,000 metaphors, but I'm going to use them. I my main, instrument of communication when I'm talking is metaphor, idiom, and cliche. Like if it's a saying, that's where I'm going. I'm very figurative. Never mind. I give up on the fucking voice to text bullshit. It's that Ohio accent that doesn't sound like an Ohio accent. I told you sound like you're from the South. I just don't know where in the South. Andrew, not bad in UT3. I've been better. I've been worse. I'm good. So as long as I'm balanced, we're good to go. I think Island and Heidi got it right. Is that who's Island? What the hell, T-Rex? Oh, hey, Shenny. Sudden stream. Yep. Like when you have to pee. Just when you gotta, you gotta. Yet I will stop EDP on 2x speed to tune in. Oh my goodness, really? That's a compliment. Look at you. Even though it was a lonely shower this AM. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Hugger buggers. I'm gonna do a show on Wednesday and another one on Thursday. I really need to get back to doing a daily show. It's just I don't know that I have that much to talk about. But we'll see. I might have to go back to doing a very early stream and then just like do a daily very early stream and then go back to like just the Coffee and Chaos extended twice a week. That might work for me. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I have so many ideas in my head that it's really hard to chase them all down. You know, like I start one thing and then I'm like, that doesn't feel like that's not working out. Like, because you get to a certain point where you're like, all right, I'm putting way too much into this. What am I going to get out of this? Not nearly as much. And as much as I think this is a great idea, maybe it's not for now. I'll put it on the shelf. That's kind of where I'm at with a couple things. Well, with a lot of things. I'm trying to reevaluate and like streamline things to be a little bit more efficient and productive. Thomas said, so I guess Elon has 14 kids now. Yeah, well, you know what? When you're the richest man on the planet, or at least the, one of the top 5, I guess, you can have as many babies as you want. I mean, they're all, he does pay attention to them. You see, he's got X with him all the time. That kid goes everywhere. Could you imagine when that kid is grown, the stories he's going to be able to tell? Oh, yeah, I was chumming around with President Trump. I was in the Oval Office. I was on national TV like a bunch of times. I've told a reporter to shh. Like, that was great. When he was like, shh, like, daddy's talking. Shh. We don't talk when daddy talks. I mean, this kid has been on national stages. He's met rock stars. He's met movie stars. He's met everybody. And he gets to, on top of all that, say, oh, yeah, no, my dad, he sends rockets up into space. What are you kidding? And he fired like most of the government. He got most of the government fired. He saved America. He can have as many kids as he wants as long as, everything gets better for us. I don't care. If he wants to repopulate the world all by himself, that's fine. Go ahead. You go for it. Because I see people out there having just as many kids who do not have his resources. And no, like at least he can take care of his own. Zach said, Libby, I saw a guy your size skiing in slacks and a sports coat. Tie whipping in the wind. That must have been a sight. See, we used to see that in Hoboken all the time, but they would just do it without the skis. It was nice watching them bust their ass down the hill. Just wee! And you'd hear these big guys just, like with the little girl scream. Funny. Thomas, they were joking around about him populating Mars with his own kids over on the Pat Gray Unleashed. I mean, he doesn't have to repopulate Mars. He's going to populate the Earth. Jesus. Winning. Hello, honey. Good afternoon. Libby, are you sure it wasn't me, Zach? Might have been. We blame you guys for everything, but I'm pretty sure it's always Zach's fault. Andrew saying hi. Just Dawn. How are you? My soul is Ginger. How are you into puppers? Hope everything's going well. Glad you're here. Lady Awesome said, yeah, but surprisingly, it's looking like the latest was actually natural. This is what, his 4th kid with this chick? So obviously he likes her. And God knows she's fertile. Christ. Listen, if I had that kind of setup, yeah, you don't need to be around. You just pump and dump and I'll raise the kid and you just finance the whole thing. And I'll be quite happy. Because it's not like she's cooking meals. It's not like she's cleaning her house. Yeah, she's just, me and the kid are hanging out. That's it. And I'm sure she's got like 1,800 nannies, tutors, whatever, ready to go. I'm telling you, the rich live very, very different than we do. You wouldn't stop for an ID check. Okay, I'm not going there. I'm going through. No, Eileen is a real person, a mod on MG and Aussie Overlord. Oh, is she? I'm not. I don't, I'm not social. I don't go hanging out anywhere. Like, I stick to myself. Well, I stick to winning and to myself. That, the phrasing could have been better. Meh. Anyway. You're the Kanuki? Yes, you are. You're the Kanuki. You're my Kanuki. I pick boogers in the Oval Office. No, I'm not Zelensky. Nah, I think little X is taller than Zelensky, and he's definitely more mature. You stop it, Miss Shelley, trying to put me to sleep at work with your voice. You really should check out the playlist of things that I read. What the hell was the one? There's that one that oh Inya, like she's Inya and Gutter like freaking love this one. Wait, I gotta look it up. Not throwback. Wonderful words. It's in. Damn it! I don't want to play all. Just show me the playlist. I hate when I click the wrong things. It's May I Feel, said he, by E. E. Cummings. It's literally like less than 2 minutes long, and they love that rendition. They do. I've had many compliments on that one. So if you want to go to sleep or whatever, that's the one you listen to. But thank you for that. Don't be don't be slack-a-lacking. Slack-a-lacking. Oh, I'm like, what the fuck is slack-a-lacking? T-Rex, hey, Shell, I know you're super observant about body language. Can you give your breakdown of Zelensky's body language during that whole thing in the Oval Office on Friday? I already gave that. I said he went in there. His shoulders were like slumped down a little bit, so he was already like tense, like he was tensing up. But when he sat there, he tried to mimic the same pose that Trump had taken in the chair to try to mirror him, and he just wasn't pulling off. He kind of looked like a little kid that's swinging their feet or whatever. He looked like he was mimicking him, and it didn't look flattering. And then as they started talking, his arms were going further and further and further in front of him. And then as soon as Trump was like, no, well, and he didn't like the tone, so he crossed his arms. He had his hands almost under his armpits like a toddler would. And I was waiting for him to like put his lip out and stomp. But then when Vance started on him, he reeled his head back a little bit. He looked at Trump, and then he instantly knew that he'd fucked up. And his shoulders went forward, his chin went down, his neck shortened, and he turtled. That's what I call that, turtling. When you're just like, oh crap, I fucked up. And he knew at that point that somebody was going to get in contact with him because there was no going back. He had already stepped in the shit, and that was it. Like, you can't put the shit back in the cow. You just can't. And he stepped in a big old patty of his own making. So his body language went from, I'm nervous, I don't know how this is going to go, but he still had a little bit of that cockiness that he always has because he's stonad. But he went from that to petulant to just being resigned to the fact that he fucked up. And he was not looking forward to leaving the White House. I could tell you that. And when they got up and left, he just crumpled. You just watched like the whole, like his face drained of color. And he just like, oh, like he knew this was going to be a big deal. So yeah, his body language the whole time, I was like, oh, I was like, there, because you could see every time Trump got a zinging that he wasn't being an asshole about it. It was all truth, but it was stuff that this dude is not used to hearing. And every time Trump opened his mouth, but when Vance went at him, he immediately just turtled. He was just, no. He was trying to block it out and protect himself. But the whole time, if you watch his arms are always shielding like his belly, his heart, or his private area. Like he didn't relax at all. And Trump's body language was he was leaning forward with his hands, like his fingers steepled. But instead of steepling them up, he had them steepled down. So he was being receptive to what he was saying. He was willing to listen, but he was also ready, on alert, listening for the words that would trigger the red flags in his head. And he heard them. So you watch him, like he goes from being kind of open and just like, all right, come on. It feels like he was giving him the benefit of the doubt, but at the same time, giving him enough rope to hang himself with. Like he was like, I'm going to let you talk. All right. All right, now you're disrespectful. So now, no, see, you don't get that privilege anymore because I have no fucks left to give. You're not going to talk to me like that in my house about my people, telling us like the threats, because I think that's how he took the whole feeling thing. He took it as a threat, as did I. I don't think it had shit to do with, oh, you're going to feel bad. No, like you're going to feel the pain the same way in World War II. England was like, you need to join, you need to join, you need to join. And we were like, no, we don't want to be in your war. Like, that's your problem. We're already helping you. We're not putting American boys on the line. It's not going to happen. And he was like, oh, you're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. And we didn't take it, I think, for the threat that it was. And eventually he knew that we would get attacked at some point. We just didn't know where. And that was the only way they were going to get us in that war. There was no other way we were going to put boots on the ground over there. There was no way. It had to be a personal attack. And what better way to galvanize an entire nation of America? Because we do not like getting sucker punched. And we will go toe to toe with you. Like, you want to fight? We'll fight. But I mean, you're going to be sorry. And they know that. That's how they got us the last time. And that, I feel, that was the threat that he threw up in the air right then and there. And Trump caught it and said, oh, see, bitch, no. Like, listen, you little freaking. They didn't curse him out. That, let me tell you something. Those boys have some patience and reserve. For all those people that say Trump, oh, he never watches what he says. Oh, trust me, he's very vigilant about what he lets out and what he doesn't. Because I know there was one point I was watching his face and I was like, he's literally biting his tongue. Because he's breathing in through his nose, just like, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't you fucking say it. See, his shit works. Mine usually don't. But I was proud of them. I was proud of us, and I'm still proud of us. I don't think any of these people that are supporting the whole give to the Ukraine and you have to apologize. Like, if you're not going to be patriotic to this country, get the fuck out. And we sure as shit don't need you in positions of power. You're supposed to represent the will of the American people. None of these people are pro-Ukrainian. They're just anti-Trump. That's the only thing they are. If that's your entire premise, that's the entire hill you want to die on, and it's built on shit, good luck. Good luck. And if you don't like the country, get the fuck out. In my leg, I hope I'm not lagging again. I lost the internet like a while back. Race face, baby. Thomas said they're always joking around about Elon's worst idea thus far, even more so than the Hyperloop, and have slowly stopped giving him crap for X from Twitter change and such. I mean, they like to give him shit about everything. I love how they're like, oh, he's not an engineer. He's not a very smart person. He's not good with money. Literally an inventor, entrepreneur of many, many businesses, and they're all still going. And if he doesn't still have them, he sold them for a buttload of money. Very, very rich. Seems like a very genuine person. They like making fun of him. He's overly enthusiastic. I'm like, yeah, he's part autistic. Like, they get excited. Dude, he's able to go in and go, oh my God, I hate all this corruption. I hate all the extra spending. It's so much waste. You're going to let me investigate it and tell you what to get rid of? Oh my God, best job ever. He's excited. And he's not doing it for him. I honestly wouldn't care if he did get whatever percentage. I really wouldn't care. Like, because everybody else has been freeloading off of us. At least he's doing work. I hate when people freeload. And that's all the government's been doing. They've just been bleeding us dry and lining their own pockets. And then telling us we need to give more. You need to tell me exactly how much you made on YouTube. Why? Your handbag cost more than what I made in a year. Go fuck yourself. Anyway, he's a donut maker. Nice. Acknowledging to his work for Doge, although the national debt clock is showing enough savings for over $1,200 per taxpayer too. That's nice. I don't. I'm not holding on to the dream of getting money or whatever. I'm just I just want them to just do away with the taxes completely. Just leave me alone because I really don't want to have to file. I hate filing my taxes because I don't just file mine. I file my mother's. I file her husband's. It's like, when did I get that job? Um, I got the job because I get her a refund, and when she went to H&R Block and paid boatloads of money, she always had to pay the government. Always. I was like, why? What are they like? What are they doing to you? Um, Zach said, Shelly, if you stick to yourself, maybe try baby powder. Yeah, but I don't know, baby powder. And then, like, if you get nice and sweaty, it kind of turns into a paste, and that's not good. The US is also putting tariffs on Australia teeth. Are they really? I wouldn't know. I don't, there's so much about politics that I just go, yeah, all right, that has to do with money. I don't care. I don't care because they're always changing their minds. You notice that? They're like, we're going to do this, but then they don't do it. But we're not going to do this. And then they do it. And I'm like, dude, pick a freaking decision and stick with it. I understand they have to pivot and there's deals and negotiations where things have to change. A lot of people are not getting that. They're like, you said, and you didn't do it to the T. Well, if you want this, sometimes you have to negotiate to get it. You might have to give a little to get a lot. I trust Trump to get us more than we give at this point. I trust him to get us what we deserve, at least, to put us in a better place. Are there going to be bumps and bruises along the way? There's always growing pains, always. But it's going to be painful undoing all the shit that they've done for the last, 50 years that I could think of, but I'm sure it's well over a century. But like the last 50 years have kind of sucked. Especially the last 25. It's like, I told Winnie the other day, I said, we all got through Y2K, but, oh, my mother's calling. Here, you get to be here for this, but I don't know if I want you to hear. Hello?
Did I wake you?
No, I'm live, and so are you. What's up?
Oh, all right, since I'm live, we went out riding. We had to get gas, so we stopped to eat. What can I bring home for you and Connor from the pit?
Just the hamburgers with the fries, the loaded fries.
Okay, plain cheeseburger.
No, bacon cheeseburger. What are you going to deny me bacon? What's wrong with your woman?
I mean, with all the stuff on it.
Yeah, Fredo knows what to get, but don't get me mushrooms.
Don't get you what?
Mushrooms.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Goodbye, Miss Live.
My mother. Anyway. I'm so glad I said next time you go to the pit, bring Connor, since you promised him this is 3 times. He's going to be so cranky. So cranky. God help me. Anyway, my mother, the ever-loving trial of my life. Okay, never mind. It's nearly up to 15 per taxpayer that they save so far. All right. So they should. We have feckless leaders here, Andrew. Andrew does not have any hair on her tongue. No hair grows on her tongue at all. I love it. She's like, these fuckers here don't have any clue what they're doing. Go ahead, charge them tariffs. I don't care. I mean, if you're pretty self-sufficient, it really isn't going to matter. It's the governments that freaking feel it. Zelensky reminded me of Charlie Brown when he was sitting in the chair compared to everybody else. The fact that he went there in that suit, I was like, I said to Winnie, I said he showed up in a jogging suit. I'd have been like, jog your ass the fuck out of the White House. Like, you're dressed appropriately, get to stepping. Let's go. Hup two, hup two, hup two. Let's go. Knees to chest, bitch. Knees to chest. Feckless, great word. I know it's a great word, but Americans can't pull that shit off. We just can't. I've tried so many times. No, you have to have the accent. You're fluxumed. I'm fluxumed that more people don't use it. Oh, good God. Yes, it's a real quandary. I did that one day. The kids were like super noisy in class one day. And I said, "Oh my God, what happened?" I said, "I walk in, it's just a cacophony of noise." And the science teacher was there. He goes, "Shelly, really?" I was like, "What the hell's a cacophony?" I said, "I'm sorry, did you not go to college?" And he was like, "Yeah." He goes, "I took my SATs a long time ago." I said, "You failed them badly." He was like, "Yeah, might have." I was like, "That's why your ass is a, per diem science teacher." That was mean, but I did say that. Suzanne Shelley, yuppers, Catholics have 5 extra books to the Bible than any other Christian Bible. The Ethiopian Bible has so many more. So many more. And I just want to read it just to see the differences. And like they have a different vision of heaven. They have a different vision of what happens after Judgment Day, and like the Catholics too. I didn't realize how different Catholic and Christian afterlife was. There's many things that they share in common, but there's some that are just like, mm-mm. Like a lot of Christians believe in just like the spirit and whatever, whereas Catholics are like, it's all about the body. And, we have limbo, and Christians are more, you're either going to be saved and go to heaven, or you're going to go to hell forever. Like that's it. There is no in between. But Catholics have limbo. And I've explained that I think purgatory or limbo is earth. I do. In my way of thinking, that's the only thing I can think of, because it's the place you go where you're put through trials to be better until you're either deserving, like extremely in one direction or the other. Like that's the only way until you get the judgment. And I do think that earth is very reminiscent of that. Like they are very similar. We know nothing but suffering and, occasional joy on earth. So there has to be a purpose to it. I also did not know that Christians don't get baptized until they find the Lord, and Catholics, we get baptized like the minute we shoot out of the womb, because original sin, which of course is a hellish idea, but as soon as you're born, you have to be baptized. Otherwise, there's something wrong with you. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of different things that they go into. It was really fascinating for me. It was so bizarre seeing Charlie Brown doing the womp womp voice instead of the adults in the room. The fact that he thought it was okay to cut the VP off and then to cut Trump off and go, no, like, I'm sorry, did you just interrupt Donald Trump? Because that man likes his voice and he don't like other people talking over him. You're gonna piss him off. Like, I was waiting for the New Yorker to come out. I was not going to lie. I was like, no, I was like, he's going to flip and do a Manhattan thing in a minute. I was like, I don't know how he's keeping his cool, because at one point I would have been like, would you shut the fuck up and let me talk? Like that would have been it. I would have been like, you're in my house. Like, calm yourself. And I probably would have said it in Italian, but whatever. It's just me. Flaccid, feckless fools as leaders here in Oz. Oh, so they're flaccid, feckless fools. That's nice. That's a nice alliteration. I approve. Turdling? What's a turdling? Is that like a tiny turd? Is those like the little pebble turds that like babies do when they're too dehydrated? They have those little pebble turds. There's only there. It's very hard to get a baby like at that right poop stage. It's either, little hard pebbles that they're like pushing and their whole face is red and they start to sweat, or it's just poop that goes straight up their back, up their neck, and into their hair. It's like, can I just get a normal poop out of this kid, please? I've not watched it, but Luke has a video titled, apparently the Ukrainian deal is done and World War III has been averted, or some such. Oh, that's cool. How much truth is there to the rumor that he signed the mineral rights away to England 3 days before he even got here, so that he knew he didn't have mineral rights to like give away? Because I've seen that in so many different places, and I was just wondering about the validity of it, like how truthful it was. Right now, everything they say about Zelensky, about the deal, about Putin, I'm just like, meh. I'm treating it all like Enquirer, the National Enquirer. Like everybody's just full of shit and grasping at straws and just guessing. Because I haven't seen any paperwork one way or another. Like I want to see documents, damn it. Uh, so I'm guessing he crawled back and begged to get things sorted. Even who was it? It was the Italian prime minister. Thank God, Italy has somebody who has a brain in charge right now. She told the UK, she was like, "You want to go? Go ahead. France, you want to go? Go ahead. You guys go fight. You're not getting my soldiers, not my boys." She was like, "That's not my fight." She was like, "No, no." You see, she's already like that country already got pulled into a bullshit war because Mussolini was lazy as shit. In case you didn't know, like the Italians were not, oh, we're going to conquer everybody. They were like, we're going to say we will. We'll kill a bunch of people. We'll take a bunch of stuff, but you do the work. And I'm just going to sit here and look pretty and drink my wine and sleep. Because you know how many times they had to go in and save Mussolini? Because he kept getting captured because he was so late on the draw for every like fucking battle that he went to. Man, it was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But he dressed sharp and that impressed stupid people. That's why I say dress for the job you want, not the job you're capable of. Yeah, so I'm sure he crawled back, but we'll see. It's all going to unfold. I'm more worried about how they treat him, how they treat Trump tonight. Because let's face it, the Dems are disrespectful as fuck. So I don't know what they're going to do tonight, but I'm looking forward to watching Winning's thing and seeing. Yeah, he could have signed the deal and spun it as him being the savior of Ukraine and plus ensured U.S. investments for decades to come. But he turned into a seventh grader because of hubris, because he was used to getting his way. And every time with a typical teenager, if you tell them no the first time, they you always said yes before. Well, it's a new fucking day. And the other way is not working. So we're going to try it my way. And he did the same thing, teenagers. I hate you. I'm going to go tell the other parent. And then they play both ends off the middle. Dems had a meeting first. I think they set Zelensky up. Oh, I'm sure. Shelley, this village we live in has a church. I don't know the religious denomination, but every so often, someone stops by to ask if I'd like to attend. Hey, do I get a hello today? I called you my Kanuki. I said hello to you right away. Or maybe you're not talking to me. Maybe you're talking to one of them. But yeah, absolutely, honey. Absolutely. It's nice when they stop by, but if you're anything like me, you're like, all right, can you just not? Like, I know you want to save my soul, but how about you save my sanity and leave me alone? Like, how about that? Thomas said Zelensky was apparently being very combative too behind closed doors and showing that he really didn't want peace initially and such. So hopefully this gets Trump to go body cam streamer now. That would be funny. Yeah, I don't trust backroom deals. I mean, I don't think any of us should. Damn it. This fucking thing keeps going out. Yeah, like I said, I always think of like how we gave up New York as the capital and became Washington, D.C. That was not done by Senate or Congress or any kind of like huge meeting. That was 3 people that said, you know what, I'll give you this, you give me that. Okay, done. And we don't know what else they gave away. We really don't. Hello, Suzanne. Thomas said, like put it all online constantly and monetize it to pay for what taxes normally do. Starting a trend of all politicians being body cam 24/7. The ad revenue replaces taxes completely. There are certain politicians that I would definitely sign up to see what they do day to day. And there are certain ones that I would pay to not ever have to hear again. Like AOC, I never want to hear her voice. Crockett, never want to hear her voice again. Never. Nope. I have a list of people I'd never want to hear their voice again. It's I hear them from the other room. I'm like, oh, I hate that bitch. And then it dawns on me, oh my God, I know who that is by their voice. hate my life. I'm like, I used to know songs, actors. Yeah, I'm still good at like when they do cartoon things, and I'm like, oh, I know that voice. I know that voice. I know that voice. And I can identify them really quick. I did not think I would get there with politicians. I really didn't. It's a sad day. Oh my God, Andrea, she's so funny. Andrea with the $10 Aussie super chat saying, hello, Suzanne. Look at that. She paid to say hello to you. You're special. See, we love our Suzanne. Winning did some new clips for me. I'm going to give you a nice one. And if you don't want that one, then I'll give you I'll probably give you more than one because it was $10. So we got, which one? That's new members. This is that. Let's try this one. Ready? I love that one. I think it's so cute. He made me 3 of them. He made me 2 super chat ones with kitty cats for people who don't like, like boobies and pecs, which, okay. I mean, sometimes you just want cuteness and not hotness. I get it. But thank you, Winning, for that. And he made me one for new members, which is super cute. Super, super cute. But in case you like the pecs.
Thank you for your super chat. Thank you for your super chat.
There you go. And thank you, Andrea, again. You're very, very sweet. Very sweet. I much appreciate it. Thomas Anderson said that way tariffs can be used to force other countries to stop tariffing outgoing products and such. So there you go. You met from me. I said hi from the very beginning. You're my Canucky. There. You didn't hear me? Oh, maybe did I lose internet? Maybe that's when I lost the internet for like a minute. I know I was gone. I was like, oh shit. Trump was surprisingly restrained. A rare time when you saw genuine anger under the surface. Oh yeah, his nostrils were flaring and those eyebrows were dipped. And I was like, oh, he's so pissed off right now. He is offended. He was offended. Zach said, ladies, I like that thought. Yeah, she agrees. It's a good idea. Zach said most of the time when he says stuff, he's just trolling, not even mad. Yeah, no, he's just fucking with you because he can. It's great. I love how sharp he is. I would worry if he couldn't come up with the zingers. I would be very worried if he couldn't come up with the zingers because then it's like, we have a cognitive decline because that man was born to be a pain in the ass like troll. He's amazing. That's masterclass. I love it. And he enjoys it, which is even more fun for me because he's just like gleeful when he does it. And I know that feeling of being petty so well and enjoying it. Some people deserve petty. Some people deserve it. Well, give me back my super chat. About time you did your mod job. Heidi. See, Zach's giving her shit now. He definitely was biting his tongue and showing restraint, without a doubt. Without a doubt. You're looking for a slap. He might like it. Heidi always abuses me. He likes it. I'm just saying. At Zach, much better than you today. Your link got dropped. Just kidding. Y'all are just going back and forth. Have fun. Andrea, Shelly is just wound up too tight this morning. It'll take her a while to get through chat. Girl, it was the stress of waiting for that damn Social Security call. Oh, so all right. So I didn't tell you how that went. I'm behind in chat already, so fuck it. They call, I answered, and the lady's like, hi. I was like, okay. I was like, before we even start, I have to tell you that you have the wrong address. And she was like, what do you mean? I said, I had them change the address for my Social Security and on my son's, like his file and everything. I said, but apparently they didn't do Katie's, even though they had the paperwork. And she was like, well, where are you? I said, I moved from Hoboken to Pennsylvania. And she was like, oh, and she got real chipper real quick. And I was like, oh, fuck. And she's like, let me have the new address. Da-da-da. And she was like, okay, so you need to call this office and you need to call this office to get the health insurance set up in Pennsylvania. And I was like, I don't even know what health insurance she has. Y'all never sent me any paperwork on it. And she was like, what? And she was like, but she's covered. And I was like, she's covered and I'm covered. I have no cards. I have no handbook. I have no nothing. I have no policy, nothing. And she was like, oh, she was like, well, now that you've moved to Pennsylvania, they're going to do everything for you. I was like, you sound so happy. You sound like a woman who just said, I'm done for the day. She was like, not going to lie. She was like, I'm happy it's not on my desk. That's one less thing. I said, actually, it's 3, but all right. And she was like, she goes, where are you in Pennsylvania? So I was explaining to her because, of course, I can't just call and do business with Social Security. No, I have to call and make her laugh and say fuck and whatever. And, be me. And I wound up having a 15-minute conversation with her about Pennsylvania and where I live and, being an Appalachian, me being a Jersey girl. And then I found out she's from Jersey City. And we were talking about how we pronounce things and the Jersey accent. I was like, yeah, I'm living with my 82-year-old mother and my 29-year-old daughter. I was like, and if one of us falls, we're fucked. I was like, because nobody's getting up. I was like, you got to hope that either my mother's husband or my son are here. I was like, and that's not always the case. And we were talking about, she was like, what about coffee? And we were going through all the words. And she was like, you're Italian. I was like, yeah, I'm Italian. She's like, me too. She's like, oh my God. She's like, how old? And we got into this whole conversation. And she was like, they're going to take such good care of you in Pennsylvania. She was like, because there's like hardly any people where you live. She said, I'm affiliated with those offices. I'm acquainted with them. She was like, they're really nice. She was like, and I'm going to talk to the lady that does it personally. She was like, but you call up in a couple days and just, say hi. She was like, or you could just wait until they send you something. She was like, because it takes them forever to get things done. I was like, okay. She was like, so we were going to review the thing today, but now we don't have to. So you have a wonderful day. And thank you for making me laugh. I was having a terrible day. I was like, I'm glad I could make you laugh. I was like, so I basically, I lost 4 hours waiting for them to call for nothing. For nothing. It's like, oh, it was so aggravating. But we had a nice little conversation. And my son came in. He said, who were you talking to? I said, Social Security. He said, you were laughing so loud. I was like, she was funny. And he was like, did you know her? I was, no. Why do you talk to people you don't know? You know why? Because it's a nice thing to do. And I made her day. So there. So he just doesn't get that I'm antisocial while also being very friendly. Like, I know it's a weird thing. Whatever. It ain't easy being me. But I am wound up tight over that. Those calls make me so nervous because there's just so many different ways they're going to screw you. And I'm sitting there aggravating myself going, they're going to screw me out of whatever, but they're giving these illegals all the fucking money. They're giving 350-year-old people Social Security checks. But me, I got to fucking jump through 9 million hoops for like a couple bucks. It's like, okay. So that's taken care of. So we'll see when the other Social Security gets in touch with me. Lady said, have you all seen Garth and Trisha Yearwood's video telling people to donate? The nice U.S. loving country thing is a total act. First of all, he's already got charges or whatever, a lawsuit against him for sexual misconduct or sexual harassment or whatever, which, all right, typical at this point. But how dare you? You're going to go out there. You have more money than anybody. We buy your shit. Why do we have to give money? Why don't you give money? Why don't you go out there, like sell one of your homes if you're so worried about the goddamn Ukraine? Go sell a couple horses. Donate that money. I don't know. Just donate the interest that you've made on your money sitting around or your investments for the last, I don't know, month. Why don't you do that? Because we're fighting over the price of fucking bullshit eggs and shit. Like there are people who are just like, okay, today, do I drive to work because I need to buy gas, or do I feed my kids? Like there are people in those situations and you're asking them to support other countries, not this one. Well, we have our own list of problems and list of people who need help that we would rather give to because we would like to take care of our own. If the government's not going to do it, we'll step up. But I'll be good goddamned if I'm going to give it to somebody in another fucking country whose wife is on the cover of freaking Vogue. Like, oh yeah, you really look like you're struggling. Oh, did you do that for free? Doubt it. Like, everything you do gets you money. In a, you know, in a scenario that I didn't vote to be part of that. Did anybody here vote to be part of that? We just kind of woke up and were lied to, and they're doing that. We're like, all right, I guess, like, it's the right thing to do, right? It's the guilt trip of it all. Yeah, you're not guilting me. Like, my mother and God are the only people that get to guilt me. I ain't giving you shit. But yeah, I was so disappointed in Garth and Trish. So disappointed. But then you think about it, and like, you're really gonna trust them to tell you how to be good people? Because wasn't she like married and he was married, and then they hooked up and cheated on their spouses? Because it's true love. It's true love. Okay, you leave the relationship first, then you get together. You don't get together, see if it'll work out, and then say, oh, I'm going to leave the person I've been with all these years, or I'm going to stay with them because it's easier. No, no, no. That's not how you make that decision. That's a very selfish way, because then you're not in the original relationship to begin with. If you don't want to be with that person 100%, bow the fuck out and give somebody else a chance to be with them. Somebody who's actually going to, do things for them and be there for them and be true to them and actually love them. Like, don't just give them lip service all the time. Oh, that aggravates me. Anyway, I love Tom Segura trolling Garth. Where are the bodies, Garth? Right? Right? I wonder. You got to wonder. I mean, he's part of the whole music industry. There gotta be skeletons in that closet. See, that was a great little smart ass response, except you added the LOL. Just kidding. Do better, Heidi. She said, does somebody need a reminder? Spam acting like a bot is considered the following: asking the same question or stating the same thing repeatedly over and over. 3 warnings gets you timed out. We don't like bots. Bots serve no purpose. Lady Awesome Sky. Baby powder has been proven to give cancer. Yes. The talcum powder. Mm-hmm. You don't see them marketing it for babies anymore. I always wondered. I mean, my grandmother never used baby powder. She always used cornstarch. If she had if she had a rash or whatever, she would just get cornstarch and a powder puff and boop, boop, boop. And the hives would go away. The heat, especially for heat rash, because that's one thing with me, with my light skin. When I was young, I used to get that prickly heat, the heat rash. Oh, so bad. And she would just lightly dust me. So, of course, I walked around looking like powder from the fucking movie. But I wasn't itchy anymore. It worked. No bacon, extra mushrooms. Got it. Yep, that's my madre. Don't make me spill the beans. Load it with mushrooms. No, I love mushrooms, but they keep getting me these fried mushrooms that are like, they're really, really, really fried and battered, and it's a lot. And I keep giving them to my daughter. Like, Katie's like the puppy under the table. I'll eat 1 mushroom that I'll like sneak her 4. And she'll just eat them. It's like, whatever. Good old Mother Perez. Mother Perez, how you doing? Vice Bear. I love the mushrooms. They're delicious, but there's a lot of them. Like, there's a lot. Like 2, maybe 3 is my limit. And then my stomach's like, you want to live in the bathroom? I can make sure that happens. That's why Shelly tends to stay away from fried food, because my stomach just, I don't know. I hit 45 and all of a sudden I couldn't digest fried food. Plus, it's not good for your skin. It never fails. If I eat 1 fried thing, it's like, oh, look, I'm 14 again. I have a pimple. Why? Why? But why? I don't like it. Sad part is Zelensky was dressed better than usual. Could you imagine like what his closet looks like? It's all the same shirt, all the same pants, all the same boots. That's it. I mean, if I was his wife, and God help me, I would not want to be. I can't even believe he has a wife, because anybody who's more like of a fanook, I don't know. But anyway, his closet probably is like the linen closet for the bathroom, and hers is like this giant walk-in 4-car garage. It's like, ugh. Not for nothing, sounds really nice. I would love a huge fucking closet. But dude, fluxumed is that a buxom confused woman? I mean, it could be. If you're fluxumed, you could be a buxom confused man too, apparently. Listen, sex change operations off the table. There have been quite a few men I've seen who need bras. Bro, like they're pushing like B, C cups. It's like you it looks like you need a little support. Looks like you need a little support. No, that's Legal Vice's and son Connor. Yes, that is. Vice Baby is legal. Is Jeff's son. He's legal. Yes, he is legal. I've heard that. Zach, actually, I love that word now. Fluxumed. I always like bamboozled. Bamboozled is fun. Or finagle. Did you finagle around with the thingamajig? You know, the whatchamacallit that I was talking about with Who's Watts that goes under the thing, the thing that goes across from side to side. That's how I describe things. Whatever, you learn the code after a while. Last, really, did he wear a new tracksuit? I mean, he wore one without stains or blood marks. I don't know how he gets he wears some of them that have they have marks on them, like he was in battle. Dude, you know he's never seen a day of battle. You could pull up a fucking slingshot and he'd probably run away crying. Like, stop it. However, now that you mention it, Suzanne, I haven't seen Sean in a while. Okay. Zach was just in Purgatory, ski resort in Colorado. Oh, I thought you meant the DMV because they look very similar. Looked like he was wearing a black condom. I wish his mother would have worn a condom. And yes, I said that way on purpose. I know she doesn't have one to put on. Whatever. Not just all black, which is better. Yeah. Small size. Yeah, he's definitely not packing a Magnum. I can tell you that. Although you never know. Some short guys, that's where the extra inches go. I swear. You didn't stop by Captain's to say hi at Zach. I stopped by and left a like. I didn't feel like talking. I wasn't in an engaging kind of mood. I have to work occasionally, just occasionally. Tom said the whole thing reminded me of the History of a Lie series by Armored Skeptic, and then led to remembering his insane rant on how Elon and Trump are the beast and the Antichrist. Oh, God, I can't. Wind is gusting 50 miles an hour here today. Holy shit. I hope there's no sparkage around by you, because I know whenever it gets like that bad by us, there's always brush fire warnings because it's dry and the wind is just enough to spread it everywhere. You got gas. Kind of funny how he's leaning on that as a Canadian atheist, basically. I mean, it's 50 degrees and overcast by you, Heidi. See, it's 60 degrees now. I just checked. And the sun is still out. It's beautiful here. But now we're supposed to get rain tonight, and then tomorrow just horrible thunderstorms. I was like, oh, good. That's good, because I want to do my show tomorrow. So it'll be great when I lose power. But also very disturbing. Yeah. 55 mile an hour gas gust. Okay. T3, we know a woman that had that many kids as a single mother, raising them all on her own. We used to call her Mother of the United Nations. She was proud of it and held her head high. Listen, as long as you can raise your kids, to the best of your ability, I don't think there's anything to be ashamed of. I don't. Because, sometimes, you make a bad decision, or maybe, you could have maybe not had that many. But if you do and you step up to your responsibilities, that's something to be proud of. Now, I'm not going to say what the effect is or how good or bad you're going to be at it. That's neither here nor there. Just the fact that you're going to put in the work and you're saying, you know what, this is mine to deal with. I don't need anybody else to, step in and hold my hand through the whole thing. Like, if you have a partner, great. But if you have to do it on your own and you choose to put the time and work in, like many of us have, you included, you know, I think that's something to respect. I think that's something to be proud of. It's the people that go and they make all these kids and then they just drop the responsibility and they, go off and they party and do whatever. Those are the ones I have problems with. And I know too many of those. Yep, signed with England or Europe. Did they really? Got a phone call, be lurking for a smidge. Okie dokie. Raising on government paycheck. Oh, no. I don't know. A lot of people that have, a lot of kids, you need the help sometimes. It's usually not like, I know people that don't get it like their whole lives or their whole kids' lives, but like they'll hit a snag where it's like, rent goes up, the prices go up, and the pay doesn't go up. And they're like, fuck, how am I going to feed these kids? And they might need, like a couple months or whatever of like food stamps. Or I think that's what that should be there for. It should be there for times of hardship, not for people who just don't want to work. Like, it's one thing if you're going to raise your kids, then okay, maybe you can't work if you're doing it on your own. Maybe your husband died, whatever. We don't know how people get into those scenarios. Some do it because they're hoes. Some do it because they have bad luck. Some do it because, their husband met somebody, younger, whatever. There's all different ways you could become a suddenly single mother. But that money should be there to help when people hit legitimate hardships, not for people who literally split out kids every 3 years just to continue getting benefits. That's some bullshit right there. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Not at all. She works some crazy government job from home. She's kind of a government big shot. Nice. Government big shot with 14 kids. Holy shit. How the hell does she have time? Oh my goodness. 14 kids. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of pregnancy. That's a lot of not seeing your feet like ever. Good God. That's Suzanne, not Sean. Okay, Vicey. Okay, Vicey. Back to lurking. There we go. All right, Heidi, you come in and out as you want. I'm not going to go that much longer. I just wanted to stop in and just shoot the shit with you guys and tell you I missed you because it's been a long weekend away from you guys. Work from home. Let's see how far behind am I. Oh, I'm only 20 minutes behind. Look at that. And here's where somebody tries to elongate the chat. No one would be forcing you to watch anything. The idea is to both get the revenue to cover things and put the politicians in a panopticon? What is a panopticon? Don't be throwing out words I don't know. Tell me what that means. I like to learn. While they're in office, not knowing when someone is watching. True. That's always fun. Always fun. Wolfram, glad a good mod is. Wolfram's here? Where? Oh, hi, Wolfie. Somebody toss him a burger, please. I know he gets hungry. He needs his mid-afternoon snack. And the Heidi's been dropping the balls. She's going to drop your balls right into a meat grinder. You better watch it. Lord, looks like Trump holding Zelensky by the neck. Yeah, he's holding by something. I'm not entirely sure it's the neck. Look, Vice baby became a new member. Yay! Welcome to the innocent bystanders. That means you get to see. It's a little long. I like it though.
Dicen que mi bajo es feo, es posible que sí que lo sea, que amor es deseo, que ciega y marea, que a tiempo que sé que quiera mano ve.
cat's like, bitch, I got skills. Move aside. But welcome to Talking Trash and Truths and to being an innocent bystander. Thank you very much for your membership. I very much appreciate it. And thank you, Winning, for that clip. That would really, it tickles. It really does. Wait, who doesn't like boobies? There are some people who would prefer a more friendly clip. So Winning made some for me because I like to make everybody happy. Every time I hear anything Taylor Swift without knowing it, I say, change that crap. That bitch can't sing every time. Yep, she can't sing. There are some songs that I used to love the message, but it's really hard to sing the way she does because she's all over the place. But yeah, she's no. Maniculo Zach. Shelly, I didn't say you could use those pics of my pecs. I'm sorry, not sorry. Let's see. I speak Italian, French, Ranch, and Thousand Island, but not blue cheese. How dare you? You could see from past interviews and such that Trump doesn't get mad initially when you slight him. It takes a bit before he really unleashes. So there had to be more to the Z issue than what we just saw. They were talking for 40 minutes or so. And I think it was slowly building. But then once he cut him off, that was all she wrote. And as soon as he said, oh, it's nice, you have an ocean, but you're going to feel it. That was when you saw Trump just go, nope, beast mode. He was like, nah, fuck this, I'm done. He was like, no, let me tell you about yourself. That was his moment. That was that moment that he was like, all right, bitch, you want to go? We'll go. It was glorious. You forgot German, Zach. If you say pickle, you can speak Danish. And Winning, welcoming Vice, baby. There you go. The railroad crossing arms are down and there's no train, and I'm stuck. So that's how today's going. Listen, at least you're not like that idiot that pulled into they were crossing the train tracks and the train was coming, but it was far off. And apparently he got stuck on the train. So he stopped on the train tracks and the arm came down behind his truck. And instead of just going forward, because he had plenty of time to do that, or making that little left turn so that he could just make the U-turn right around the meridian, instead of doing that, he tried to back up and then he just got out of his truck and let the train hit it. The fuck is wrong with you? These are people oh my God, how'd you get a driver's license? I don't get it. Common sense should be a part of the test, but apparently it's not. But I watched that and I was like, that was a really nice truck too. Might not have been top of the line, but it ran. Are you just gonna leave it on the train tracks? Stupid. Thank you for supporting. It happens here too, but train is nearly kilometer long. We used to have those. They used to go through Sea Caucus and they would cut through the back of Hoboken. That's how we all wound up with stuff that fell off trains. And it was fun because it was a really, really, really long train. And you could steal it because it was slow as shit. You had tons of time to steal stuff off it. But the fucking sucky part was no matter which way you were coming into Hoboken, if that train was going through, all the ways were cut off. So you couldn't even turn around and go around and come through another entrance. No, every single entrance exit was cut off. And eventually that train stopped running. But for years, you'd hear it and be like, fuck. Because you're just just let me get to the bottom of the hill before the goddamn train. Because it was a 45-minute train. And it was really? I'm just going to sit here because I can't go anywhere. I might as well just turn around and go shopping. That's what we all did. We'd turn around and go food shopping or whatever in another city, come back, oh, the train's finally gone, and then go through. That was a pain in the ass. Mama Shelley. Heidi's cussing in Italian and German. Jefida fatta due piccolo sacciani de brustangula kid. And there you go. So did I. I said a lot more than curses though. Pollen sucks. I know. She needs her mouth washed out with Malort. No. Blech. Blech. No. Blech. I don't wish that on anybody. Mm-mm. I watched this show once. This guy, he's like, I guess one of those wine, whatever the fuck Amber Heard said she was going to get certified in to be a wine, whatever. That's what he was. But he was like an expert in like all these different kinds of alcohols. And somebody sent him Malort. And he had heard about it, but he never had it. And he was like, it can't be that bad. People exaggerate. And I watched this dude in his kitchen, this professional kitchen, beautifully done. He took one shot of it and was like, he was dry heaving for like 8 minutes straight. Not going to lie, I almost peed my pants. It was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. Because he really he was like, oh, they're uncultured, whatever. And then he drank it, was like, the whole time. It was hilarious. I was like, see, and that right there is why I will never drink that shit. Jacob Peets. Hi, honey. Hope you're well. I'm dying. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I mean, we'll say a prayer for you, but don't be dying. What do you got? Like, oh, pollen. That was you saying pollen. Yeah. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. Well, suck it up, Buttercup, because allergy season's only starting. Believe me, I know we're all stuffy in this house. Puffer, hey, honey, how are you? I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Everybody, it was Puffer's birthday this weekend. Please say happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Puffity Puffer. Happy birthday to you. There you go. And many more. I'm sending you booby hugs with my mind. Thomas Anderson. Oh, yeah, apparently there's a 3D printer system for making solid state batteries now that can be undone if it's not correct and reuse the materials again. Really? That's cool. At some point, I want to get a 3D printer, but I know I'm going to sit here making stupid shit like little miniature Pikachus and because that's just what I would do. Sit here making like fidget spinners and shit. Sacco is the company name, but you have to look it up since I can't post links here. You can't post links? All right, I'll look it up. Let me write it down real quick. Saku. I will look into that, Thomas. Thank you very much. Andrew said, take care, all chickens are waking and demanding brekkie. Thank you so much for coming by, Andrew, and for your $10 Aussie bucks. We love Oz money. Oz money's great. You have a wonderful day, honey. Be well. Jacob Peets, I could definitely be better. I think Florida's air is 95% pollen today. Well, I mean, 95% humidified pollen. That's the part that sucks because you breathe it in and it sticks to your lungs and everything else. Like, ugh. I can never. Florida, every time I went to Florida, I felt like I was walking through soup. Like, my lungs were like, bitch, this is way too humid. Way too humid for us. No. So they got more files on Epstein than they had now. Yeah, kind of wonder if they had to storm the New York FBI office. So she put out a statement saying that by 8 a.m., she had thousands and thousands more pages. And she handed those over to Cash to go through. And him and his department are going to go through them and put together the report and the summary for her and put together the packets that everybody else is going to get to see. So, I mean, Cash is all about show them everything. So I'm feeling good about it, but am I having high hopes? No, because we already got burned once. So it's like, I just hope they do the right thing and just show us the damn things. I don't care if some of it's redacted. Victims' names should be redacted. But the people who did it, hell no. Why should they get any kind of protection? So we'll see. I guess the next week or two. But like I said, when they released them, I was like, they're releasing these all of a sudden without even looking at them. What are we not supposed to be looking at? And then, of course, the Zelensky meeting happened. It was like, that was a good try, but no. Like if you wanted us to look away from one, you should have made the other way juicier, way juicier. I think they waited till his girls were grown before he divorced and married Tisha. Who that? Oh, you're talking about Garth Brooks? Yeah. I still didn't like it. I didn't like the whole secrecy of it. And it was like, oh, the kids don't know. Yet the entire world knows that you're having an affair, but your kids don't know? I think you're underestimating your kids. Kids always know, even without knowing, they feel it. Allergies suck. My seasonal allergies haven't kicked in yet, but dust is kicking me in the butt. Oh, Heidi, I'm sorry. Try nasal douching. Zach? Really? Neti pots don't help, but thank you. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure that he was talking about a neti pot. Just saying. Thomas said, talking trash insurance, you might not have to deal with AOC. Looks like Tom Holman might get his witch and she goes to jail or something. She should go to jail. All these people who are obstructing justice and obstructing like the will of the president, which is the will of the people, because he's carrying out exactly what we voted for, they should all go to jail. I'm so tired of this multi-freaking tiered governmental system where they think they could do what they want and it doesn't matter what's in the Constitution. I'm so sick of being governed by feelings. Well, we feel this is the right, but it's not the right thing to do. Whether it's right or wrong, that's not germane to the conversation. Is it legal? Then no. How about no? Mr. Nobody's above the law, but only you, right? Do as I say, not as I do. One rule for me, another rule for they. Fuck that. I'm tired of them having a whole different set of rules. Like, no, you play by ours. Doubt it'll help. My job is in and out of a work truck. So I'm constantly in and out of the pollen and dust. Aw. Well, you know, you can always wear a mask and they'll take you for a liberal. That's sad. Fuck. Mechanic just called. It's going to cost $3,000 to fix my vehicle. Ugh, I just told him to do the job. I'm glad you're getting it fixed. You need that car, especially go get your water. I remember the situation that you guys are in, but damn, what'd you have to get? A whole new engine? $3,000. That sounds like a rebuilt engine or your rack and piston went. I mean, it's yeah. I don't know if you have a timing belt or a timing chain, or if they even put those in cars anymore. The cedar pollen's awful. Yeah, here there's so much pine, and across from me is all whatchamacallit, all maple and oak trees, and it's just like, thank God I don't have tree allergies, but my son does, and he's been like a bear the last couple of days. He's just walking around just snorting and being cranky. Suzanne Howdy from Jacob Pete's. What's the car issue, if I might ask? Puffer, it's called a bro. George's father had this all figured out. Man, bro. That's right. That's right. Oh, you're talking about Seinfeld. Serenity now. It's called a bro. It's the man, bra. The man's ear. That reminds me of, that was like the one song I loved from Beaches, was when she did the Otto Titzling. Otto Titzling, inventor and Kraut, had nothing very much to get worked up about. He created the bra, and then he got stolen by a French patent thief called Philip de Brazier. So do you buy a Titzling or do you buy a Brazier? That fucking struck me so funny. You know I like clever shit. And that was clever. Especially the first time I heard it. Now I just go around singing it because I just like that song. It's a hell of a lot better than Wind Beneath My Wings. Dear God, I hate that fucking song. It's a bro. No, it's a man's ear. Yep. I mean, if a man's ear made a good bra, I'd be like, hey, come on, tell me what you hear. Listen to my heartbeat. Oh, yeah. I said earlier that when I heard all the feds getting fired, that maybe instead of learning to code, they needed to learn to coal. Yep, absolutely. I would love some of these paper pushers who look down on anybody who's blue collar to have to get their hands dirty. Could you imagine them going down on a mine? First of all, they'd shit themselves for fear. They'd be like, "Where's my canary?" You don't get one. That's only for special people. Like, go down the mine. Just bring me back one piece of coal. Here's a pickaxe. They'll tell you where to, to go, and you bring me back one piece of coal that you got out of this mountain, and your day will be complete. Guarantee they can't do it. I guarantee they're so like, they can't even make it to halfway down the mine. They'd chicken out. I don't mind when men can't fix everything. But if you're not willing to get your hands dirty at some point, then I got to wonder about you. I do. That'd be like, and it goes the same in the other direction. Like if we're going like together or whatever, and you've never seen me in a dress and I don't own one, that could be a problem. I think you might want to say, you want to go dress shopping or whatever, like buy a dress. You don't have to wear it every day, but once in a while, be a well-rounded person. We got to save this for Festivus. Festivus is great. Oh no, Suzanne, that sucks. I'm still fighting. Oh my God, Heidi, you're still fighting Chrysler? God, they suck. They absolutely suck. I'm sorry for both of you guys. Jacob Peets, it's a Honda Pilot, needs a safety before I can insure it. Tires, brakes, calipers. Engine has one leaking cylinder. It's a Honda Pilot. Is that a V6? Or is it it's not a V8, right? It's got to be either a V6 or I can't imagine it being a V4 or a 4-cylinder. Blah, blah, blah. Heidi, it's insane. Plus, I need a new windshield. Oh, that sucks. Oh, and to get a bit of his view, Armored Skeptic, he's married to Shoe on Head, Kami Mommy. That's weird. All right. I love the names, though. That's fantastic. Still cheaper than a new vehicle. Yep. Oh, sounds like they're home. That means I got to wrap up. All right. So let's speed through this. Leaky cylinder. Yep. Tell me about it. Over the weekend, front and back sway bars are loose. Oh, my God. Yeah, it sucks when you have to replace all that stuff. New meme, you don't have the cards with Trump holding up an executive order folder. And it's full of Pokemon cards. I choose you, Pikachu. I called the number on the fucking train crossing sign 33 minutes ago. They said somebody will be here in a few minutes. 33 minutes is more than a few minutes. I mean, it depends what state you're in. If you're in New York, then 33 minutes is way too long. If you're in like a slower kind of state, then they're just like, hold your horses. You better calm down. You're going to have a heart attack. I miss having a mechanic husband. I don't. I don't. I'd rather have a man who knows his way around me than around the damn car. I'll fix the damn car myself. I still need to work on my meme that shows a bunch of, but nope, bot flight, nope, not going there, Thomas, nope, I'm skipping you. Please don't bring up bot flies. They freak me out. Stop it. Lady, what the fuck? I know. Panopticon is a system where people are being watched by someone behind a two-way mirror. So the watched have no idea when they're being watched, so they self-police. Oh, that's the ultimate paranoia. How about no thank you? No thank you. You realize I have tape over every camera in my house that isn't a Ring cam. And that's why I don't catch like pictures of the cats like when they're doing stuff, because I gotta take the fucking tape off. I just don't trust them. I don't trust any cameras in my house. And y'all got me paranoid like that. I wasn't like that before. Is that you and your cat singing cute? Nah, could be though. I don't think I could hit those notes, but I would definitely give it a try. These days, parts are so expensive. It doesn't save as much as it did, unfortunately. It's not even the parts. It's just the diagnostics cost you a fortune, the labor costs you a fortune, and they draw that shit out so that they have, they can charge you 3-4 times the amount of time it normally takes. It's like, ugh. Gutters Pub. Hello, beautiful beings. Hello, baby. Boobies make everybody smile, even babies. That's true. That is true. So you know what? Just for shits and giggles. See, ask and ye shall receive. All you got to really do is heavily suggest something, and I generally do it. Welcome, Gutter. How you doing, you sexy bish? Sassy bish. Man, I have to rip that from Q Man of the Cat catching the fish, then suddenly a bunch of fish show up like, where's mine? Oh, that's like the pelicans or the seagulls. What are they, seagulls? In Finding Nemo, the mine. Personally, I'm a fan of the vultures from the Jungle Book. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Cat had a pew pew to its head asking for help. Something to say. It's like, send help. That sounded like a sheep. Cute clip. Thank you. Winning comes up with all that stuff. Yes, but they've been talking for several days off camera beforehand, so it had been building for days, not minutes. I think it's been building for years, Thomas. I mean, Trump just looks at him and is like, I'm so over this bullshit. Like, it's so much. And they've been putting out tons of stuff now that Hillary was like, oh, of course he's on Putin's side or whatever. They keep putting out all these like things that Bill Clinton said in favor of Putin, that he like endorsed him to be president of Russia. That article hit today. I was like, see, it's all fun and games until you forget that your husband was on his side too. She don't care. Dan Wolfer and we hit at the same time. Sorry, I'm back now. There you go. 1 second. Not trying to elongate the chat, but I hate that clients call when I'm totally listening. Oh, honey. Sorry, no way. I'm loving the love, Suzanne. Loving the love. He just membered up. Yes, he sure did. He sure did. Thank you very much, by the way. I appreciate that, Vicey. Sounds like those fish that opening the can will cause vomiting. Ew. You just want me to be gross right before dinner. Okay, I'll be there in 2 seconds. Thank you. I've been listening except when I had to talk to a client. Don't they know I'm listening to my C3? Aww. Puffer said, oh my fucking God, you remembered my birthday. Of course I did. Of course I did. Heidi just had a birthday. Shenny had a birthday. Those were last weekend. Not this last weekend, the weekend before. Captain had a birthday the weekend before. And this weekend was yours. Happy belly button day, Puff. There you go. I love you. I love you too, honey. I'm always happy when you come around. All right. I'm skipping through because I want to go eat. Once I hit 50, I can't eat after 7 or my guts are killing me all night long. Yeah, it's not the time of day that kills me. It's what it is. But I can't really eat early in the morning anymore. I just can't. Like, I can have coffee, I can have juice, but I can't eat early in the morning. I don't know what, it's just throws me off all day. Shelly threw me for a loop. You son of a gun, remembering fucking making my day and shit after a weekend of horrible car problems. What is with everybody in the cars? Oh my God. Hugs, motherfucker. I love your aggressive love. I really do. It makes me laugh because I could see me doing that. Oh, wait, did I just get caught up? Oh my God, T3 on 2 times speed, now down to 1. Now I believe she talks as slow as I do. I really don't. I don't talk that slow, but I do talk that much. So, welcome to the surprise party. Woohoo! That's it. If a cop shows up at your door, he's not a stripper. I ain't got that kind of money, girl. But I would send you one if I could. All righty. I'm horrible with dates. T3 may be confusing Vince Gill and Amy Grant. I mean, there was them too. I don't know. All these people, none of them can stay with their freaking wives or husbands. It's like, come on now. They went to college together, married different people, had affairs. That was really bad because she was, like a Christian singer. So I was like, that was really bad. I remember that one though. Yes, if nobody knows, Dolly Parton's husband passed away yesterday. So Carl Dean is no more. They were married for 60 years since she was 18 years old. Holy shit. Dolly wrote her song Wind Beneath My Wings, though Bet did a good job with it. It was just brought a sadness. Yeah, it would have been a really nice song, except that now all I think about is just losing your best friend and like lifelong, companion. Because that's basically what they were. They were bros to the end. Uh no, the answer to where's my canary is no, you are the canary. There you go. I like that, Thomas. I like it. Since Dolly was mentioned, if y'all don't know, Dolly's husband died yesterday. R.I.P. Carl Dean. There you go. There you go. Thank you for that, lady. Thank you. I'm glad I remembered though, because I haven't been remembered a lot lately. So, but thank you for that. I rely on you guys to remind me of shit. In you, out you, all around you. You didn't get a notification. That's because I just went live for no fucking reason. I just missed you guys. And Social Security called early enough that I was like, I can get a nice 1 or 2 hours in. So there you go. I'm almost up to 2 hours and it's time to eat dinner because I don't like cold French fries. And he's been saying hi to you for the past half an hour. I mean, I'm behind. I'm only 5 minutes behind. Happy birthday, Puffer. She popped it in the cord 1 minute before when she was live, and I was late. That's all right. I went live and then I lost my internet. And they were like, where'd she go? Like, oh, she's back. Okay. I was like, oh, thank God. So everybody, thank you. Hey, and you. I'm sending you mental hugs, girl, and a little booby shake. When in reality, that clip has me shaking my head about you right now. Aw. He does whatever I ask him to do as far as clips, and he doesn't always enjoy it. He's like, really? All right, fine. I'll make my own. He's like, no, because when I do it, it's not good. Like, it's just not. The one with the pecs I made. He didn't do that. He was like, what am I, like a funicular? Like, I'm not a finook. He was not making that clip. So I made that one. I tried to do it the same style he did the other one, but I mean, what can I do? That's not my forte. I told you I need like technology that has on, off, and that's it. Vice Baby said, didn't catch whose birthday. It's Puffer Smiles. She's right above you in that. So it's her birthday. But he said, happy birthday, Puffer. I don't talk that slow, but I do talk that much. I mean, I do. I am never at a loss for words. Dude, if I'm quiet, there's something wrong. Either I'm very sick or I'm very pissed off. Either way, it's not a good scenario. You should just go, you know what? I got something else to do and I'll catch you later. And then I'll really be pissed off. But I mean, that's for you. That's the best scenario. Whoever's talking to me, if I go quiet, just run away. Oh no. You know she's torn apart. Mm-hmm. Yep. Dolly's got to be feeling horrible. Yeah, their marriage was so private. And it always amazed me that she was able to keep that so private. He just had no desire to be in the limelight at all. He was like, "Go, do you be flamboyant, be Dolly." And I'm just gonna go over here and tend to this farm and go do this job and whatever. Just you go do your thing, and don't put my picture out there because I don't want anybody asking me, "Hey, aren't you married to Dolly Parton?" Like they had a good marriage. He was the first person she met when she got there at 18 years old. She said the reason that he like was it for her is when he started talking to her, he actually looked at her face, which other men didn't do. So you see, gentlemen, you never know. Saw a video of Hitler Cat and didn't realize that one black front paw, so it looks like he has part Michael Jackson. You know I'm bad. I'm just me. So yours is 28th or 20th. Yeah. Hers was, it just passed, literally. Cat is Adolf Hitler or Michael? Adolf Jackson or Michael Hitler? Nice. You gave me an answer. 28th. I got to run, Shelly. Life is calling. Girl, love you. Stay blessed, T3. I love you too, Suzanne. You be careful out there, all right? And you make sure you rest up because I don't like when you get all tired. I'm almost caught up. Hope you're doing well, Vice baby. If you ever need something to do on a Saturday evening, join us playing board games. There you go. Join the heifers. They're the heifers. It's hilarious. All right, so I'm all caught up. Girls have faces. I know, Zach. I know. It was news to me. It was. I mean, I knew I had one, but I'm special. Well, Michael Hitler sounds. Michael Hitler sounds so bad. It really does. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm glad I got to catch up with you. Have a couple laughs. Remember, your response to more government should be the same as it is to more butterfly larvae. You had to say that before I go eat. Bafangula sardama da akita more. And yes, we are. Call me cow, won't you? I own that shit. That's right. Do it. Lean in. All right. I love you guys. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will be streaming tomorrow at noon. Other than that, I will see you in the funny papers. Bye.
Jersey girl, I know that you're a Jersey girl inside. 4 a.m. at a diner, stop singing, living on a
And doggone it, people like me.
I'm thinking maybe you're a Jersey girl with all those highlights in your hair. No other girl can move like you. We pump our fist and ride, it's true. And I don't care what they might say, they'll never get us anyway. So be my Jersey girl, and take a little ride with me tonight. And let's get dirty, girl. I know that you're a Jersey girl inside. The way you turn it up, turn me on, and then you take it off. Make it hot, make it loud. We'll wake the whole town. Jersey girl, I know that you're a Jersey girl inside.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
Be a